The impeachment inquiry into President Biden and his, at least in the Republican world, his horribly vast criminal empire is actually picking up steam this week, with Republicans voting to not necessarily expand the impeachment inquiry, but to just formalize the impeachment inquiry. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, but they've already had the impeachment inquiry. Yes, they have, in committee. But that wasn't a fully voted on real impeachment inquiry, right? It was just the inquiry into the inquiry. So this week they're voting on basically formalizing it and saying, yes, we are moving forward with the inquiry. And by doing so, it gives them a lot more tools, right? They can, call more witnesses, they can issue subpoenas, they can do all this crazy fun legal stuff to really get to the bottom of this vast Biden criminal empire. If only such a thing actually existed for them. Because at the same time that Republicans are formalizing their impeachment inquiry, they're also telling reporters, anonymously of course, right? Nobody wants to go on the record saying this stuff. But according to MSNBC legal analyst Scott Lemire, multiple Republicans in Congress have told him, this is going to backfire on us. Like, this isn't a smart decision. We're all going along with it, right? I mean, nobody wants to rock the boat a little bit and maybe say, hey, we look like a bunch of fools. No, but they'll trash it behind closed doors. They'll trash it anonymously, which is, of course, what they're doing. But they're admitting that it's going to backfire. Now, that admission comes with several implications, to be honest with you. The first is that these Republicans do understand what has historically happened with impeachments in the House of Representatives, at least, for our lifetimes, because we've had three, right? We had Bill Clinton's impeachment in the late 90s. Then we had the first Trump impeachment in 2019. Then we had the second one at the end of 2021, at the end of his term. But with both the Bill Clinton impeachment and the first Trump impeachment, by the way, what happened in both of those instances is that after the impeachment passed the House but failed in the Senate in the trial, the approval ratings of both of those people, yes, Donald Trump too, went up. So we're looking at a President Biden who's got, I think, a 37% approval rating. Republicans are going to impeach him by April, they're saying. And then his approval rating is going to go up because you're not going to convict him in the Senate. So that's one way it backfires. The second way it backfires on Republicans, and what the implication of them saying it'll backfire means, is that they know they've got no evidence. They know they have nothing on this man. They have been investigating him now for 12 months. Started in January, now we're in December. So we're talking, you've got 12 months under your belt, and every witness you have pulled in has said, no, actually, President Biden wasn't involved. They may have said, oh yeah, Hunter did this and, Hunter did that. But at the end of the day, each and every one of them, all your star witnesses, by the way, that you promised would give us smoking guns, every one of them said Biden wasn't involved. Joe's nowhere to be found. He sends his son text messages that say, I love you. We're going to beat this addiction together. But he never talked business. He never talked about money. So Republicans are admitting they have nothing. Hell, Steve Doocy on Fox and Friends Monday morning this week admitted there's no evidence of a crime. So Republicans can expand their impeachment inquiry all they want. If they find crimes, listen, I'll sit here and do segments about why Biden should be impeached. But until then, based on all the available evidence, this is a fishing expedition, and it is going to backfire on these Republicans. And that's going to be fun to see. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for fresh content 7 days a week.